Hey, Jules Plus Vegan, and welcome to day 8 of our 100-day countdown to the best version of ourselves in the new year. As always, I'm thrilled that you're checking in, and for those who have just joined us, you are right on time. Yes, to those of us who have been here for 100 days, which was kind of just a great goal to try and build momentum and gain understanding so that from the new year on we could be completely successful in whatever healthy lifestyle we've chosen. But for those of you who have just gotten here or decided to commit, it's fantastic because, again, even when we get to the new year, it'll just be the first day of the rest of our lives, right? So I was kind of labeling this navigating my way through the vegan lifestyle. And that's because all of this is really new to me in so many ways. And so it's kind of like a lot of it is reasonable, but some of it is just far out and kind of funky too. But it's still what I want to do. It's just like anything else, there's the vegan community and then there's subsets within that community, right? And you kind of just have to find what aspects of it are going to work for you, or certainly that's my experience. So I started out by going on Google just to see what vegan is, and right away, even though it immediately said that vegans largely avoid all animal products, people started to say, oh, but can you eat fish if you're a vegan? Yeah, no. Can you have milk if you're a vegan? Yeah, no. Did you see the part at the top where it said no animal or animal byproducts? Okay, so anyway, this one was reasonable. It says, vegans do not consume any animal products or byproducts. So vegans, of course, do not consume red or white meat, fish or fowl. They also do not consume eggs or dairy. Vegans do not use honey or beeswax, gelatin, or any other animal byproduct ingredients or products. Vegans typically do not use animal products such as silk, leather, or wool as well. That was like the best one I saw, because from there it broke vegan down into vegetarian, and of course that's not valid. And there was lacto-vegetarians, which only do milk, ovo-vegetarians, which only do eggs, and lacto-ovo-vegetarians, which do eggs and milk. One interesting thing I saw was what was called a vegan level 5, and vegan level 5s do not eat anything that casts a shadow, which I thought was pretty funny and cute. I'm so glad they don't, because up in the high desert, we have ants the size of small trucks. And all of those ants cast their own shadow. So I'm glad no one's harming those shadow-producing ants. I always say I don't eat anything that had a mother, right? But anyway, so that's interesting. I saw they have pollo-tarians for people who only do chicken, pescatarians for people who only do fish. Oh, and then there's flexitarians. This is interesting. A flexitarian is a plant-based diet with the occasional meat item on the menu. My husband used to always tease me about that, and he'd say I was a sometime-tarian. So I guess that's a flexitarian. Who knew? And then, of course, there's fruitarians, but that's really a fruit person, right? Anyway, very interesting. And so for me, in this 6 months, I guess, since I had done the first Tanny Raw reset and kind of finding my way, what has been most appealing to me has just been the whole food plant-based diet, in which they do not do any formal sugar, meaning like white processed sugar. They don't do any oils, even healthy oils, no oils. They don't do salt. I appreciate that. So it's largely fruit, vegetables, legumes, seeds, and nuts. And of course, they do cook their food. So whole food plant-based is appealing to me. Most appealing to me is high-carb, low-fat, raw vegan. That took me time to learn. That really took me time to learn how to say that right and in the right order. I like the high carbs because I love all those fruits to the max. I love the vegetables. Low fat is fine with me. And raw, I just know is easiest on my body. And so I dig that. And then kind of in line with all of that is the 80-10-10 premise. That 80% of our diet comes from carbs, 10% from protein, which can naturally be found in the fruits and vegetables. All fruit and vegetables have some fat, some protein, and some carbs. And then fat, being plant-based fats, you're never supposed to actually have concentrated oils in the form of olive oil or the form of coconut oil or avocado oil. Coconut oil is best on your skin, as my face attests. But, you're not really supposed to do any of that. So I do prefer real avocados. I'm not an olive girl, but whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm still trying to find a balance. I'm such an extremist that for me, because I come from compulsive overeating, because I come from just a out of control background when it comes to food, I can't really play too many games. Like I want to do it all at once, and I just can't do it all at once because I have that all or nothing mentality. So inevitably it'll be feast or famine. I will starve myself. Like the whole thing with the intermittent fasting. I appreciate the concept of intermittent fasting, and I know you're allowed to consume your calories during a certain period of time. But I become so controlled and obsessed in the time that I'm not consuming my calories that I try and push it, and then ultimately I am over the top hungry and binge my head off and more than make up for it. So what is the point? I am not there yet, right? Same thing with the people who do the water fast. Yeah, I'm not there. The people who do an air fast, may I never be there. I just, at this point, I just have to be focusing on just getting in the proper food. But that said, I need help with how much food. And I know that I'm allotted a certain amount of calories, and I mean, I'm not calorie restricting, but I feel like because people keep warning that, oh, you better get enough, it's fruit and vegetables, you better get enough. I'm getting too full, like I'm eating too much. But I keep thinking, oh no, but what if I don't get all my whatever? I want to see a bigger picture. I don't want to just see a day, but I want to see what was eaten within a week and whether that balanced out, or within a month and whether that balanced out, instead of just freaking out every day on trying to get the exact, proportions. So anyway, whatever, I'm praying about that, and I'm going to work on it, and I'm so happy I signed up for the Tanny Raw Reset for January, because that will be a great support network, a lot of hot tips, and hopefully I will get an even better understanding of this lifestyle and find more balance. So that's a gift to myself. I'm thrilled, and I'm just looking forward to that. So this was a lot, but I just wanted to process out loud how I've been finding my way, navigating my way through this vegan experience. How about you? I'd love to know in your comments below. I'd love to know how you're doing. What's your anxiety with Christmas coming up? Are you having trouble with any of that? Planning for meals and things? I was going to talk about that tomorrow. And of course, I'll be going to midnight mass and rejoicing in our Lord coming once again, and not coming too soon. Jesus said he wasn't going to show up before everybody had a chance to decide whether they were going to be on board with him or not. So I'm like, fine, take your time. I'm still figuring it out down here. Take your time. Okay, so love you. Peace be with you. Like if you like. Join us if you haven't. And until we talk again, my friends, be blessed.